So students, today we are going to deal about basic physics. When you are studying in 9th, when you start your classes, you have to understand a little bit basics of physics, which you already you have dealt with in your day-to-day life. Now we are giving them words. You know, when you go to buy objects and you talk about mass or weight, and when you go to somebody is comparing your, like you're growing up, your height is compared, the distance from your house to your school and the distance from your house to the hospital, all these things are you're dealing in day-to-day life. So in physical quantities we actually talk about the things and events, the properties of which can be measured. हम लोग measure कर सकते हैं properties को, जिन properties को, तो जिस property को measure करते हैं उसको हम लोग physical quantity का नाम देते हैं. जैसे say for example mass can be measured, and weight can be measured, speed can be measured. So all these are physical quantities. All right. Then now physical quantities are basically the very fundamental quantities. Like mass, it does not depend on anything else. Distance, it does not depend on anything, on any other quantity. Time is purely perfectly, it's not depending on any other quantity. So these are fundamental physical quantities. Well, there are certain quantities like speed, which depends on the fundamental quantities. Like speed is distance by time, and velocity is displacement by time. So it is using these two fundamental quantities. Speed is using these two fundamental quantities. So speed will be a derived quantity. Acceleration, furthermore, change in velocity per unit time. So acceleration is another derived physical quantities. Okay. उनको derive किया जाता है fundamental quantity को use करके. तो ये बात आपको जानना पड़ेगा. दूसरा चीज़ है कि हर physical quantity is associated, every physical quantity is associated with unit. आप जाके कहीं नहीं कह सकते हैं कि भाई मेरा वेट 5 लीटर है, माई वेट इज़ 5 लीटर, वहाँ यूनिट आप गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं. मेरा वेट 5 फीट है, दैट्स करेक्ट. सो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को डिस्क्राइब करते समय उसका यूनिट को करेक्ट लिखना पड़ेगा. अगर आप यूनिट करेक्ट नहीं लिखते हैं, देखते हैं कभी कभी टीचर बहुत कस के गुस्सा करते हैं जब आपने सारा न्यूमेरिकल सही बनाया लेकिन लास्ट में अपने यूनिट नहीं मेंशन किया है. लाइक कोई कहेगा कि आपका ऐसे फॉर एग्जांपल कोई कहेगा कि आपने कितना पोटैटो लाया, आप कहते हैं 2. अब 2 केजी लाया या 2 दर्जन लाया, आपने गिन के लाया. ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है करेक्ट एक्सप्रेशन के लिए. तो यूनिट ज़रूर डालिए और यूनिट को याद करना पड़ेगा. यूनिट के बारे में भी समझा जाए. यूनिट unit when we talk, then there are these physical quantities. So different countries had their own system of unit. Like for example, the US based country, they had this meter for distance, kg for mass, and time was always second for all of them. But the British had and have, I think so, for distance they use foot, and for mass they use pound, and time second, like that. And also obviously this unit MKS, we call it in short, meter kilogram second. Now when you go to buy when you go to buy vegetable, you buy in kgs, but when you go to buy gold you need smaller quantities. So smaller quantities were there. For meter we have centimeter, 100 centimeter is 1 meter. For kilogram we have grams, so 1000 gram is 1 kilogram, like that. So we can also convert. These conversions you have been doing since your standard 5th and all. So the basic units we have dealt also in previous class, but not in chapter physics. So and then the foot, pound, and second. Here I have written how can you convert the basic units. You can do the conversion on your own. 1 foot is equal to 0.3048. You can say 0.305 meter, and so on. 1 meter is equal to 3.28. Then 1 pound is equal to 0.454 kg. 1 kg is equal to 2.205 pounds. So you can convert. So interconversion also you have to remember. So convert करना पड़ता है कभी कभी. अब इन सभी यूनिट्स को हटा के पूरे वर्ल्ड में, चूँकि वी आर ग्लोबलाइज्ड नाउ, सो इनको हटा के एसआई यूनिट हम लोग इसको नाम दे देते हैं. दिस नाउ इज कॉल्ड एसआई यूनिट. इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट, दैट मीन्स इंटरनेशनली एक्सेप्टेड यूनिट। इंडिया में जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मास के लिए हम लोग शेर कहते थे, एक शेर, दो शेर, उस हम लोग उस शेर से नापते थे, लाइक दैट। सो सब जगह अलग अलग तरीका था नापने का। नाउ वी हैव कंबाइंड एंड मर्ज एंड नाउ वी आर फॉलोइंग ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड द एसआई यूनिट, दो some of the places this unit is retained. So that is the first thing we have to understand. Second thing is what are derived quantity we understood. So derived quantity will have derived unit, like for distance you place meter and for time you place second. So unit of speed will be meter per second. So meter per second is a derived unit. For acceleration it is meter per second square, because acceleration will be change in velocity. So the unit of velocity is meter per second divided by time. The meter per second by second, so it will be meter per second square. Like force is equal to force is equal to mass into acceleration. So unit of mass is kg and acceleration is meter per second square. So sometimes in the book you will see kg meter per second square written like this. So this is unit of acceleration, it is a division sign, remember. So this goes up. So sometimes to cut short we write or give a name to this part. This is totally formula based, you know, relation. Force is equal to 1 kg meter per second square. So if you are telling how much force did you hit me, so I hit you with 10 kg meter per second square. So to make it short, we give it names depending on people who have worked on those units. So Newton, 1 Newton is the, what to say, 1 Newton is the unit for force now, and 1 Newton is the short name for kg meter per second square, or the name given to 1 kg meter per second square. Similarly for work, the unit will be, work done will be further force into displacement. So that will again become very big. So to cut it short, we put the unit of work done as joule. So that means, children, you have to understand at least the units what are given on the board. You have to memorize the units. Like if somebody asks you what is the SI unit of force, these are SI units. So SI unit of force क्या होगा, then you have to tell Newton. SI unit of work क्या होगा, then you have to tell joule. During the course of passage of explanation of these chapters, we will come to the CGS unit or the smaller units also. Thank you.